fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. Trying to kill some of that glare from that light. I think that's as good as we're going to get, people. The topic of today, as you guys fall in, right, would be Andy Ruiz. And the question is, is Andy underpaid or greedy? That's the question. That's the topic of the day. Andy Ruiz. Okay. I think I've covered everything else as far as fighters, right? We may talk a little bit about Lomachenko and Devin Haney, but this is about Andy Ruiz, right? So my guess, Andy Ruiz has been dismissed, as you guys know, right? So he's been dismissed, maybe to be replaced. I don't know, because Tyson Fury, who knows with Tyson. So I'm looking at they're really promoting Lomachenko and Devin Haney, which is a good thing. When you guys come in, hit that like button. Hit the like button. It won't be long. I got a plane to catch today. So. But yeah, Andy Ruiz, man, I feel sorry for Andy though, because I used to give him a lot of flack. I still kind of do, based on his decisions, because I know they weren't really genuine. I know they were chicken shit, but nonetheless, from last year to this year, he's been okay. He's been all right. Like, he fought Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz, the year with Charles Martin, had a scare, somewhat like Daniel Dubois did, but he got the job done. There we go. Hold on a second. Already eliminated. Okay, all right, we're back live. Okay, all right, we're back live. Hold on a second. This is bullshit. Okay, here we go. All right. We got John James Power. Let's go. Geebsy Gamers, what's going on with your stream, bro? I'm at a hotel, so I had to log into the Wi-Fi here at the hotel. John from London, UK, London in the building. But no, man, you guys come in, hit that like button. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the like. Can someone hit the like button? Like we went from 7 to 2 to 3 to 13. Someone hit the like button. Ohio, USA here. Ohio in the building. Appreciate that one like, guys. But no, man, but Andy, he was waiting to fight Wilder, and Wilder has all these opportunities. And Wilder just simply said, you know what? Screw Andy Ruiz. Screw him. And it's bad because now, you thought that would be good for Andy, right? But it's not. Because the problem is now is that Andy has asked for too much money. Well, this is the point I'm getting at. How much is too much money from a fight that is mandatory? Okay, so who's the last person Tyson Fury, the WBC heavyweight champion, fought? How much did he get? Well, he got $8 million. Okay, Well, 8 million from 13 is how much? 5. So Andy was asking for 5 more million. Okay, so is that unreasonable? But the main question is that amount of money he asked for, is that worth, or is that equivalent to 30%? Is that equivalent to 30? Because that's what you would receive, or he would receive 30% of that purse of whatever it was. Okay, and this is my gripe about the WBC, and I'm going to talk about the WBC with their bullshit for a minute. The WBC never implemented or demanded a purse bid. And if I'm Al Heyman, I'm Andy Ruiz Sr., I would be asking the WBC, putting heat up under their ass and asking them why you haven't made Tyson Fury and Andy Ruiz go to purse bid. I mean, that's a simple question. I mean, every other sanctioning body, if they had a problem with the pay, because that's what purse bids are for. So someone can bid on the fight and pay those fighters based on a bid to see who will win the bid based on the amount of money, or the most money. Then they own that show. Then they're able to pay those fighters. And the challenger would get 30% and the champion would get 70%. Right? That's why Usyk and Fury was such bullshit, because you had a unification, not a mandatory. But this is a mandatory, and it makes you think like, well, why didn't Mauricio Suleiman, why didn't he demand that? That's his fucking job. His job is to, hey, we got 2 fighters, Tyson Fury and Andy Ruiz. Andy is asking for 13 million. They're saying that's too high, so they say, hell no, we won't go. So 18 million is way too high. That's just, but we don't know what Andy asked for, but that's what the rumor is. Well, Dillian White made 8, right? So, and they didn't want to give that to him. And it just shows you how cheap they are, but that's their side. That's Fury. Fury is not a Canelo. Fury is not a Joshua. Fury is not a, he's not that dude, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, the WBC, it's their fucking job as a sanctioning body, okay, to activate a purse bid. That's their job. White needs a big money fight. So does Andy. Chuck them in. Sami Ali, 8 million pounds, Kurt. Oh, 8 million pounds. So what is that? Almost 9 million? What is 8 million pounds in dollars? I know it's more than dollars. I remember when we were going through our shit in here, it was a lot. You know what, guys? I'm going to make a prediction right here with you guys. I'm going to do a final. I like Devin Haney. I'm real cool with his father. All right? If Devin Haney comes half-stepping, he's going to lose. He's going to lose to Lomachenko. If Lomachenko comes in, if he can create a performance, if he can show up the night he showed up for Linares, because Linares gave Devin Haney problems, he'll beat Devin Haney. See, people are saying I'm not surprised. Again, nothing against Devin Haney. I just think Vasily Lomachenko is not going to allow him to do what he's going to do, man. I just don't see him. Lomachenko is too aggressive when he gets in a situation that he doesn't like. The winner of White Ruiz gets the WBC shot. Well, that's what it should be, but they're not going to do it. Mauricio Suleiman, dude, I dislike him because he's such a bitch. I mean, he's such a bitch. Like, Tyson Fury, he doesn't make him do anything. He doesn't oppose his will. He'll fuck with another fighter, sure, that like a fighter that's unknown. Now it's time to come with, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. But dude, he's a first class bitch, bro. For real. See that? Andy Ruiz shouldn't be left out in the cold. They did him wrong. See, all we're seeing, here's the narrative for Andy. All we're seeing for Andy is he asked for too much money. That's it. But this was supposed to be a mandatory opportunity. This was supposed to be a mandatory opportunity. This didn't supposed to be a, hey, I'm picking Andy to fight. That's not how it's supposed to win. Andy fought Luis Ortiz last year for the shit. Wilder fought, knocked out Haney last year for the shit. So that's how it should have been. Okay? It shouldn't have been a situation where, hey, I'm picking Andy. No, Andy earned his spot according to the rules the WBC mandated. Right? Kurt, make a video on White and Ruiz being a third header on Fury Usyk. No, that won't work anyway. Because whoever, okay, if Usyk and Fury fight, one person will get all the belts, and then that person will have to fight the rest of the people that's waiting in line for their belts of their sanctioning bodies by their own rankings. White, he lost. He won't get the opportunity. However, Wilder lost also. So how the hell did you prove that? Like, why is that now? Why is Wilder where he's at? I don't know. You know. What has Andy done that he thinks he deserves more than $2 million? YouTube con man. That's not the point. Nothing. He hasn't. But here's the thing. He's the mandatory. It's like this. If he wasn't the mandatory, stop saying he was a mandatory. Stop saying this is an eliminator. Stop saying that he has to do this guy and fight this guy and this, that, and the other. Stop saying that if it's not the truth. There's a guy from the U.S., Jared, all UK, talking about him. Jared Anderson? Yeah. He's a bad motherfucker, Jared Anderson. From Ohio. Another Ohio native. And he will get in your shit. He wants Dillian White real bad. And see, this is the problem with these fighters that are in the top 10 or 15, or you consider, you know, high on the hog. They wait so long for certain fights, then when they don't get them, they start getting desperate. And then when they start getting desperate, by that time, it's already too late. By that time, they're trying to fight guys to make a name for themselves, to get back to where they were before they fell to rock bottom, right? So then you may see a White. In a couple of years, you may see Dillian White versus Jared Anderson. You know, and if that happens, Jared Anderson will eat White's breakfast. Here's the deal. He won't beat up White. What he'll do, he'll knock out White. You know what I mean? I don't see White just... The last time I seen White beat up was Tyson kind of put him a number on him, but I mean, he didn't really beat him up. He just knocked him out. Povetkin knocked him out. Ruiz knocked him down, but not out. The last ass whooping Dillian White took was Anthony Joshua. That's why he wants that fight so much. Fuck the diamond belt. I'm sick of that shit too. I'm sick of the diamond belt. It means nothing. It's the same belt that Dillian White fought Oscar Rivas for that Tyson Fury turned down. And what happened with Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury then in return got another shot the next year, okay, 6-7 months later against Wilder and beat Wilder in 2020 before the pandemic. So fuck the diamond belt. The diamond belt means nothing. These belts mean nothing. We heard Mike Tyson say it best. These belts are garbage. These belts are garbage. They mean nothing. They're thrown in the trash. They don't mean shit. You can buy a belt. I'm not fighting for this shit. I'm not paying motherfuckers thousands of millions of dollars. Ruiz needs White. White needs Ruiz. Who else is there for big money? No, White really don't now. Why? Because Eddie Hearn is pushing an Anthony Joshua fight for August. And so is the zone. So guess what? Regardless of what happens in December, if it ever happens, because they're going to want to have that fight in August. The zone and Eddie Hearn. But see, this is what's happening. The zone has informed Eddie Hearn, like, yo, your boy Anthony has to fight. If he doesn't fucking fight, we're going to have some problems. We don't have a problem, do we, Eddie? That's what's happening. AJ is scared of White. Sami Ali. Well, he should be afraid of losing to White because White could end his career. Think about that. See, here's the problem with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua hasn't done enough lately to be like a Manny Pacquiao. See, Manny Pacquiao can get knocked out cold by Juan Manuel Marquez and then come back and still be that draw, that star, because people love Manny on top of what he's already accomplished. Anthony ain't done that. Manny Pacquiao went through 8 fucking weight classes before getting knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez. You know what I mean? So he's made his legacy from that alone. Joshua beat Klitschko, then unified the belts, and then lost them, then got them back, then fought a mandatory, beat the once beaten Pulev, then got beat twice by Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Then beats Jermaine Franklin in a mediocre performance, and then he gets knocked out by White. That's it. Okay, because there's too many. X Ace 99, X, big up. White needs Mark Tibbs again. White actually undefeated with Mark Tibbs. White hasn't improved either, though. Watch White's fights with Mark Tibbs. Yeah, he's good. I mean, I like the jab of Dillian White. I don't like his balance. His balance sucks. His balance sucks, bro. I mean, he's all over the place. When he throws a shot, just duck. I mean, he throws punches hard as hell. But if he throws that punch and he misses that punch, that he might punch himself to the floor. He might punch himself to the floor because when he swings, he's like Oliver fucking Twist. Nobody wants to see AJ and White again. I don't want to see that again. See, if that fight was going to happen, that fight would have happened years ago. If you just wanted to give us a fight, Eddie, that would be the fight he would do. AJ can't beat White because he can't move his head. AJ can't beat White because AJ can't move his head. Well, what happened to the last time he fought him? White will catch AJ with a left hook. I am interested, Sami Ali, to see how AJ reacts now to getting hit by Dillian White's left hook. I am interested. You know, White, bah! Catches him. You know, White looks crazy. White's like, so imagine it. Bah! Let's see what AJ does. If AJ does that shit he did with Andy, it's over. Dude, chill out with Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson, Julian Jackson, who else? Terry Norris, Michael Grant. Who else is back down there? Jeff Lacey. Hang out with those dudes. Yeah. Fury fight in China. But Fury is too fast, too slick. Unless Andy Ruiz fighters, Wilder or Fury, again, he's pretty much irrelevant to me. Well, I mean, he can't get those fights because those guys have better fighters on the line that pays more. Why would they fight Andy? See, Andy needs someone else. And unfortunately for Andy, the someone else that he needs already has someone else, someone better than him, someone more, marketable. That's it. Scants Ranch with the wrench. I didn't get a notification, but I'm here now. I am the resistance. Oh. Matt, Ruiz against White would be a good fight. I would like to see that fight. You know why I would want to see that fight? For the same reasons I said the last time. It's a fresh fight. It's a new fight. I would love to see that fight. They don't like each other. They've talked shit through the pandemic. Remember those guys? All they did was talk shit. Usyk punched up the overrated weightlifter. Therefore, he will smash Wilder. Juice fan logic. Well, Scants Rants, what it is, this is the reality and you know this. Wilder, or people that follow Joshua, wants Usyk to excel. If they follow Joshua, they want him to excel by default. And a lot of them, sad to say, a lot of people don't really know Usyk. You know what I mean? They knew of him getting bashed around by Chisora, but they didn't know about Tony Bellew or the Joe Joyce fight, the WSB, and the Klitschko situation where Klitschko had to throw his little ass out of there because Klitschko was just back. All that. See, nobody knows those stories. Nobody knows about the Golden Olympian. They just know that he's a guy that came up from another weight and outboxed AJ. Therefore, shit. He better win. He better beat him. He better beat everybody. But it normally doesn't work that way. People say that shit about Wilder. That's why a lot of people want Fury to beat AJ. Okay? Because Fury beat Wilder. So all the Wilder fans are hoping that Tyson beats AJ so it won't make Deontay look bad. That's how it works. It's a bunch of fans that when their fighter loses, then they're on the team of the guy that won, see what I mean? So a lot of Wilder fans became Fury supporters because they knew the supreme rivalry was between Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Okay? But those guys never fought. Wilder went on to fight Tyson Fury. Joshua went on to fight whoever, right? So that's what happens. See the difference, and everybody tries to throw me in there, oh, you're the AJ guy. Listen, I supported Usyk for the last fucking 6 years. You don't believe me? Go back and watch my shit. So I had no pony in the show between Usyk and Joshua. If anything, I'm like, okay, I'm fans of both guys. So what do? I predicted Usyk to beat Joshua. You know what I mean? I was the one that did that. So before people saying, oh, you're just an Usyk fan now, fuck you. Because Usyk was always my boy since he was back in cruiserweight, then went to heavyweight, then went to, then did all the shit at heavyweight. James Bash coming in with that cash. Appreciate you, brother. Much love. Facts, Kurt. Absolutely. See, I wasn't here for, I've been watching Usyk for a long time. Back when Usyk was, because what people don't know, Usyk was a heavyweight in the amateurs. He was a heavyweight. This motherfucker was 215. He was 215 pounds when he fought Joe Joyce, which Joe Joyce was 230 pounds at the time. Those are heavyweights. Fuck Bridgerweight. I don't believe in that. Fuck Mauricio Suleiman. I don't believe in him either. He doesn't believe in himself because he's a liar. You cannot trust anything Mauricio does or says. People should really boycott the WBC. You know what? We should have a 3-belt era again in the WBC excluded. Can't say a guy with White's resume is done. It's not mathematically possible to say White isn't big money commodity in the UK. Well, here's my problem with Andy Ruiz, though, since we're talking about Andy, back on him. Andy Ruiz had an opportunity to fight Dillian White. What this buster said was, oh, they're going to offer him $4 million. Like, bitch, you got that uppity? You got that uppity? Okay, something. Okay, what's... You got... There we go. It's weird. Like, yeah, you got $7 million to fight Joshua. Then you got $13 million to fight Joshua in the rematch. And then the next year, they want to offer you what? So, I don't know. I guess I'm still on. Let me see. Let me check.
This is the biggest secret of 2023, and they do not want you to know about this. You still there?
Yeah, man. No, I'm still there.
Okay, well, you guys are still on, but anyway, because I can't see your messages for some reason. But I can see them from here. Cool. Yeah, I just did an update on my phone, and that's probably the reason. You know, these updates is stupid. So let's see. Fury, White, Wilder, Ruiz, AJ are left. Fury is big only in America. Fury is definitely bigger than Usyk in the UK. White, Fury, Wilder. Okay. But anyway, back on Andy Ruiz, right? Andy decided not to fight in 2020 at all. This motherfucker went on Weight Watchers. I'm gonna lose weight. I want to be faster. I don't want to be that guy. Fuck out of here. And then they offered him the Luis Ortiz. What's up? This thing's tripping, man. Yeah, it's definitely tripping. There we go. All right. Come on, you bastard. Ruiz is not. Let's do this. Ruiz versus Big Baby Miller. That would be a good fight. But see, here's the problem. Ruiz, he had that fucking belt for 6 months. And because he had... Jesus Christ. This sucks. But I think Top Rank are looking to exploit Miller for Jared. Maybe. You know, I mean, a lot of people, you know, he pissed off a lot of people. You know? I mean, he really did. So, with all the drugs and all the other shit that Jarrell Big Baby Miller's put himself into, which is all self-inflicted, man. You know, you can't blame anybody but himself. But him fighting Andy Ruiz, he wants one of those British fights because he knows the British population The audience is this live stream's tripping. Like, all right, here we go. Let's see if that works. Okay, dude, great watch. All right. Bob Arum is clever guy. He knows the money. Kurt, you glitching. Yeah, man, some of this fucking Wi-Fi at Hilton. Yeah, great. Miller is a fool. Cisco Perez, how am I looking, guys? Give me some feedback. I want to see someone knock the drugstore out of Miller. I don't think that's possible. He is the drugstore, so, you know. Okay, we're good now. Sammy Ali, they don't get it, Kurt. It's about the money. Yeah, it's about the money, but Ruiz, I think it was about something else. I mean, Ruiz could have fought Dillian White for $4 million. You know, he could have done the Josecito Lopez deal. You know, Josecito Lopez, what he did was he fought everyone. He fought Canelo. He beat Victor Ortiz, and that was his coming out, right? I mean, that was the upsetting. So you have to do something that disrupts everything. See, Canelo was supposed to fight Victor Ortiz, right? Victor Ortiz got his jaw broken by Josecito Lopez, right? Josecito Lopez then fought Canelo, okay? Then he fought Canelo, he fought Marcos Maidana, he fought Keith Thurman. You know, he fought everyone, but he got paid all the way down the line. You know what I mean? But see, Andy decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm the unified champion. So he didn't want to go that route because chances are White would have beat him. Okay, White would have beat him in 2020. Chances are Luis Ortiz would have beat him in 2020. And he ducked them both. So Andy got on my shit list quick when he did that number. He pulled the Neo, okay? White is finished now. Well, we'll see. I think somebody should finish him then. I mean, these are still fighters at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? Miller beats Dubois. I don't know. Dubois can punch. Miller's not that fast. That'll be a good fight, though. But Miller is smart. Jarrell is smart because what he's doing is he knows he's burned bridges with Eddie, Bob, who else? Everyone over here. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to get someone like Dubois. That would be a good fight. You know? Dubois hasn't found his groove yet. White smokes Ortiz. Yeah, White will beat Ortiz now. No doubt about it. Unless he gets caught with an uppercut. And one thing about Ortiz, he's not going to quit. If you knock out, you have to knock Ortiz out. Not just down. He went down 3 times at age 53 against Ruiz. Right? So, if anything, I think that Luis Ortiz has a puncher's chance, but I just see the jab. I see White hitting him. Do you see what happened when Charles Martin hit him. Dude, he hit him with a jab, this motherfucker went down. Ortiz ducked White, too, and had no dignity, so fought on the undercard of Dave Allen. You refuse $2 million and still fight on the undercard. Well, yeah, I heard that story. You know, I think it's more to that though. I think Ortiz is somewhat of I think he's somewhat of a puppet. He was a puppet for a while. I think Ortiz would beat White. He could knock out White. I don't think he could beat him. You know, you'd have to catch him with that uppercut in the inside. Boom! White is the near end of his line too. Yeah, they're all, dude, all these motherfuckers are on their way out. You know who's going to stay a while? Who's going to stay a while? Hrgovic, Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez, Joseph Parker may linger around, but he will be bashed up in a couple years. He won't be any good because he's already kind of like he peaked a long time ago. You know, his best wins are against Andy Ruiz and, you know what I mean? And, you know, he fought Chisora, went to war with fucking Chisora, you know? So, Michael Hunter, he may get another opportunity, but Michael Hunter fucked himself big time. I hate that for him because he's a good dude. But, you know, he made a dumb business decision. He decided to, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and not take this fight that will change my life. See, Michael Hunter, if he would have beat Filip Hrgovic, then Filip Hrgovic wouldn't have fought Zhang. So that means Joe Joyce wouldn't have fought Zhang. Maybe Michael Hunter would have outboxed Zhang. Would it have been impressive? Maybe, maybe not. Or maybe Zhang would have beat Michael Hunter. Who knows? Okay. AJ next fight should be against Ajaba before Wilder. Now that would be a good fight. Beat Ajagba. Huey Fury messed around and rescheduled the fight twice, then pulled out. Yeah, that sucks for him. I hate that for Michael. Michael had that shit. Now he wants to call out everybody. He wants to do that bullshit. You know, hey, I'm going to come back and not fight anyone, but I want to talk shit that I can beat everyone. I'll knock out Wilder, or I'll beat stiff AJ. Dude, you had a fight and you didn't even fight that. You know? Zhang is not easy for most guys. He beat Hrgovic. The judges were on Miller's Farmer's prescription. Yeah. Jared Anderson versus Big Pharmacy Miller. My money got to go with Mr. Anderson, a.k.a. Neo. Because, you know, see, Jarrell gets hit too much. You can't miss that head, bro. You can't miss that head. So, but no, Andy, I think if he asked for $13 million, that's way too much. But since he asked for that money and they turned him down, the next step would be to force or to pressure the WBC to go to purse bids. That's simple. That's simple as I can have it. I got to get ready for this flight, guys. Appreciate the few that came on today as I worked out and got it in. But anyway, God bless you all. Be safe. And everyone has been counterpunching. Stay tuned for a lot of videos. I have them coming every hour. So there you go. Peace.